Hello, my name's Dan Dodds. I'm the principal attorney at the Dodds Law Firm in Surprise, Arizona. Today's video is some tips I want to share with you about the 6 things that could get you in a lot of trouble if you decide to file for a bankruptcy. So I don't want you in trouble, so let's talk about what those 6 things are. 1, transferring something of value to a family member or a very close friend for less than fair value within 2 years of filing for bankruptcy protection. That will get you in a lot of trouble. An example, a few years ago, I had a gentleman that had filed bankruptcy. He was a bass fisherman. He had about a $70,000 bass boat. Relatively new, and he sold it to his brother for $10,000, and then he filed for bankruptcy within that 2-year period. That blew up in his face because the trustee looked back and said, well, okay, it was an insider. Yeah, it was his brother. Did he get fair market value? Well, no. He sold a $75,000 boat for $10,000. So the trustee can go back and bring that back, take it away from that person and sell it and give that money then to all your creditors and really put on the white gloves as they go through the rest of your stuff because they go, well, if he did it here, he might do it there. So never transfer anything to a value to a family member within 2 years of filing for bankruptcy protection unless you can establish and prove that my brother gave me the market value of what that bass boat was worth. Great. But if I can't, don't do it. It'll get you in trouble with the court. It's not going to make your brother too happy with you either. Number 2, paying back some or all of a loan to a relative or a close personal friend that loaned you money before you filed within bankruptcy. And again, the look back period is 2 years. So you can't say, well, you know, I don't want my mother to have to, I'm going to pay her off in full. Well, the court looks at it as all debtors have to be treated equally within their particular realm of similarity. So if you paid back the same amount of money as a percentage of what you owed, no problem. But most people don't do that. They'll pay the favored relative. They'll pay the favorite creditor that was helpful to them. They will just go back and pull that money back. And then you got several people mad at you besides the people who had the money, and now they got to give it up. The third thing, if you make large payments to one favored creditor shortly before filing the bankruptcy protection, that will get you in trouble. If you're paying everyone equitably, you're not going to have trouble. But remember, do not favor one unsecured creditor over another unsecured creditor. Don't favor one secured creditor over another secured creditor. Treat them the same. 4, the value of the property you own that you put on a credit application turns out to be a significantly different value than one you listed in your bankruptcy petition. They're going to look at that and they're going to go, well, wait a minute, here on this application for credit, you said you made $157,000 a year, but your income tax statements show you made $70,000. There's a problem. It's called fraud. And any debts that are a product of fraud are non-dischargeable. So what our mothers and fathers told us when we were children is really true. Tell the truth to everybody. Don't overinflate here and underinflate here. That will get you in trouble 100% of the time. Number 5, your statements or your paperwork is deemed to be sketchy because it doesn't match. It doesn't make sense. So always tell the truth. Again, another example of the one I spoke to in the previous don't do. Tell the truth to everyone. Number 6, going into a spending spree shortly before you file for bankruptcy protection. Well, what that might be? Oh, buying your wife a gorgeous necklace worth $10,000, emeralds, jewels, fancy vacations that you've never been on in your life, and now you're going to Europe to look at the castles. Again, luxury will get you in trouble. It's not that you can't take a vacation, but if you take a vacation that's totally out of character of what you have historically done, just before you go into a bankruptcy and drive up that credit card going, oh, well, I'm going to bankrupt that, again, you could wind up being in a lot of trouble with the court and the creditor, because they're going to likely file an objection to their debt being discharged because of your conduct. So, most people never get in trouble that I work with because I tell them early on the things that they do not want to do. Turn out to be, the 6 things I shared with you today, turn out to be very helpful information to you so you don't have any problems with a bankruptcy court. If you need any assistance or want some more information regarding bankruptcy, I would encourage you to visit my website. Go to the Dodds Law Firm Video Vault. I have a number of videos in there on a number of topics. Watch those. They may answer your questions. And if not, give me a call. Let's get together and talk. Have a good day.